The movie begins with a Buddhist scripture about what happens when a person reaches the afterlife. Firefighter Kim Ja-hong is seen as he dies in the line of duty while saving a young child. Kim Ja-hong is escorted to the afterlife by his three guardians, Haewon-mak, Deok-chun, and their leader Gang Lim. They are to escort and defend Ja-hong in 7 trials within 49 days. If he passes, he will be reincarnated and his guardians will be given credit towards their own reincarnation. Ja-hong, Haewon-mak, Deok-chun, and Gang Lim enter their first court trial in the Hell of Murder. Before the god of murder, Ja-hong is tried for the death of his colleague, who was trapped beneath rubble during a fire. Just as he is about to be sentenced, Gang Lim reveals that his colleague told him to prioritize the civilians. After rescuing 8 others, Ja-hong attempted to go back for his colleague, only to be held back as the building collapsed. The judge acquits Ja-hong of this indirect murder. On their way to the second court trial, Hell of Indolence, Ja-hong, Haewon-mak, Deok-chun, and Gang Lim are attacked with water creatures that look you in the eye and torment you. Ja-hong is advised not to look them in the eye and not to talk back to the goddess of indolence no matter what. During the trial about indolence, where people are tried for wasting away noble life with idling and negligence, Ja-hong's selflessness, hard work, and diligence is showcased by Deok-chun, and they all celebrate him for his good deeds. However, the goddess of indolence talks to Ja-hong about his good deeds, and he talks back and admits that he did the good deeds for money. Ja-hong is about to be punished, and Gang Lim interjects, explaining the noble cause behind his actions by stating that the money was to support his brother and ailing mother, and this secures Ja-hong's second acquittal. Ja-hong, Haewon-mak, Deok-chun, and Gang Lim journey to the Blade Forest for their next court trial on the lies one has told, and Ja-hong gets a tough lesson on obedience. On the way to the Hell of Deceit, ghouls attack them. This change indicates that a member of Ja-hong's family had died grudgingly and became a vengeful spirit due to wrongful death. Gang Lim leaves Deok-chun in charge as the remaining group proceeds on their journey through the forest, and he goes to investigate the vengeful spirit. Next, Ja-hong is seen getting charges for writing fake letters to the family of those who had died, one of whom is Ji-yeon, the daughter of his fallen colleague. Gang Lim supernaturally links with Deok-chun from the living world to defend Ja-hong, stating that he had also written fake letters to his mom to cheer her up, allowing her to focus on her health, and that the letters to Ji-yeon, despite her actually understanding that her father was dead, helped her cope with her loss. The evidence is thrown out and the charges are dismissed. As they proceed to the next trial, Gang Lim determines that it is Ja-hong's brother Soo-hong who has become the vengeful spirit. He finds that Soo-hong has been accidentally killed while on guard duty by his partner Dong-yeon, and his death was covered up by their superior, Lieutenant Park. Later, Ja-hong, Haewon-mak, and Deok-chun are seen as they pass through the Hell of Injustice, where unjust people are punished for refusing to help those in need, by being locked in ice for a period of time. The worst crimes tried in the Hell of Injustice include those that have passed the statute of limitations, where the truth has been concealed for selfish gains. They pass here without trial, as it is a court that tries the unjust, and this does not apply to a paragon like Ja-hong. Ja-hong, Haewon-mak, and Deok-chun are seen going through the hell of betrayal, where souls that betrayed their faith get punished by the beautiful goddess of betrayal. The goddess of betrayals only forgives beautiful betrayal that is selfless. They go through this court without trial as well, because Ja-hong is a righteous soul. The scene transitions to a club where Dong-yeon was drinking his guilt away for accidentally killing and covering up the murder of Soo-hong. Gang Lim foils an attempt by Soo-hong to kill Dong-yeon. They fight, and Gang Lim learns that Soo-hong's grudge was not against Ja-hong, but rather Dong-yeon and Park for accidentally shooting him and burying him alive. Dong-yeon tips off Soo-hong's mother on the location of his body and attempts suicide. He is saved by Gang Lim on Soo-hong's request after the latter agrees to cooperate, but this action triggers an imbalance in the afterlife. In their next court trial, in the Hell of Violence, Ja-hong is tried for beating Soo-hong when they were younger, while Soo-hong was malnourished. As Ja-hong was not forgiven, he is convicted and is about to be punished when Gang Lim instructs Deok-chun to request for a combined trial at the next court, the Hell of Filial Impiety. The request is granted. Ja Hong reveals the truth about his intentions during the difficult time in their lives. He states that due to poverty, he intended to commit familicide but was discovered by Su Hong. In a fit, he beat up Su Hong and fled out of guilt, opting not to be a burden and dedicating his life to supporting them. Later on, we see Gang Lim and Su Hong arrive at the army base, only to witness the mother's shabby treatment at the hands of Park. Enraged, Su Hong transforms back into a vengeful spirit and wreaks havoc. He lashes out at the base by conjuring up a massive tornado, only stopping when he realizes how his actions are affecting Ja Hong in the afterlife. At the hell of filial impiety, Ja Hong is immediately judged by Yomra to be guilty. He learns that on the night of his attempted murder-suicide, his mother was actually awake and had decided to allow it, knowing that due to her illness, she was a burden on her family. Su Hong, with the help of Gang Lim and Huan Mak, enters his mother's dream and reveals that she had already forgiven Ja Hong for that night. Sins that have been forgiven in the living world are not allowed to be judged in the afterlife. Ja Hong is acquitted of the charges and allowed to reincarnate. Gang Lim advocates for Su Hong's redemption in the afterlife for reincarnation, as he too is a Paragon who was mistaken for a vengeful spirit. But afterwards, Gang Lim realizes that Yomra disguised himself as Huan Mak and has been meddling with the redemption of Su Hong. Ja Hong's mother receives his final letter from him that he had stashed in an electric rice cooker that he never got the chance to deliver to her. Ja Hong confesses the real truth of his life in this letter. The movie ends with Su Hong, Deok Chun, Huan Mak, and Gang Lim standing in a desert when Gang Lim decides to confront Yomra, the ruler of the afterlife, directly.